do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mastermind number 84. Number 84, number 83 or 84, whichever one. Today we're going over getting started, rich dad, poor dad. Real estate, we're talking about appraisals, going over the news in Canada. Cryptocurrency, we're talking about addresses in crypto, going over what exactly is the market. This is the disclaimer. Again, this meeting was inspired by Think and Grow Rich and Napoleon Hill. What exactly he describes as a mastermind. And so I actually started this recording late, but today in Rich Dad Poor Dad, we went over looking our penultimate chapter, and it's to do with it getting started. So again, look for people who want to buy first, then look for someone who wants to sell. You know, thinking big. There's a great book about thinking big, and it's called The Magic of Thinking Big, right? Then there's learning from history. Colonel Sanders got very wealthy in his 60s. Bill Gates got wealthy in his 30s. When you look back at the past, all companies started out very small and then they grew. Action always beats inaction. So do things. Go out there and act now is what Kiyosaki is imploring everybody there to go ahead and do. So as that's the case, I was talking about real estate a while ago. We went over what exactly is an appraisal, the three different ways of appraising a building. And we also talked about the multifamily conference for real estate that's going on in Canada. Yeah, let's say even right now. So you can still get your tickets, and strongly suggest, people go ahead and they go. It's not going on right now, technically. But you can go ahead, get your tickets, meet really great people who have been doing it, who've been doing really well in real estate. There's Jordan Belfort, Robert Herjavec, Elena Cardone, Seth Ferguson, Brad Sumrock, Jason Roque, Brad Blazar, Nadeeb Keshevji, Helen Hurlbut, Christian Spielsvogel, and Ava Benesaki. And then we have, a list of speakers there for Friday workshop speakers, and we see these are some persons there. Great event. Strongly recommend everybody goes there. Have different business partners who are there. And here you can see some social media stuff in terms of what happened there last year. So with that being said, I'm going to go back now to where we left off. So the comparative sales approach with appraising real estate. What are we talking about? After obtaining comparable properties recently sold, the appraiser will then compare the features of the recently sold properties with the subject property to attain a market value of the subject property, either adding or subtracting the value of the features to the value of the subject property. And then it gives an example right there. So that's why in neighborhoods, when you talk about, well, this home beside me sold for this amount, so that's going to cause my value to go up. What's really happening is that it's not really causing the value to go up, but because there is a sale, it's like, well, this sold for this. Well, okay. Well, because it sold for this, that means that the property values, they're increasing, and therefore I cannot sell this for that when this home beside me sold for this amount. You insert the numbers, and there's a cost replacement approach, and then there's the income approach, right? And this method is the most commonly used for commercial and rental properties, the income approach. The appraiser will consider the income that a property is producing, as well as potential income a property could produce. So that's what we're looking at there. So when you get an appraisal, budget for that when you're looking at investing in a property. In a lot of cases, the the bank will need to go ahead and get their own done in a lot of cases here. But it's always good for you to go ahead and get one done. And if you just own your own home, it's good to get an appraisal as to what exactly that is. That's different from the sale price. That's different from the fair market value, and that is different from how much the assessment was according to your local municipality. Where am I looking for? I'm looking for the news. Right, here we go with the news. I won't spend too much time on this as running behind on time. So this week's top stories: Canada targets boomers with taxes. Great. We love to see that. Great. Ontario's economy to see worst non-recession growth since early 80s. So let me jump to this. Canadian renters now required to collect foreign landlords' taxes, withhold rent. Yes, taxes, more taxes. We just love more taxes. Canadian real estate. So Canadian capital gains change targets boomers more than the rich. Interesting headline. Canada's budget 2024 includes measures sold as a way to target the rich, but that may not be the case. The budget proposes raising the capital gains inclusion by 50%, with the party behind the proposal claiming it will only target 0.13% of people, about 40,000 tax filers. Okay, so targeting boomers a bit more than the rich, and you can read exactly what they're talking about right there. Canadian renters now required to collect foreign landlords' taxes and withhold rent. Canadian renters with non-resident landlords are now in charge of their tax liabilities. The CRA expects tenants to withhold 25% of gross rent owed to non-resident tenants and remit it to the agency. Tenants may be held liable for the funds and penalties if they fail to pay and submit the proper filings. Okay, so a lot more scrutiny there we see on foreign landlords. Ontario's economy to see worst non-recession growth since early 80s, says the FAO. Ontario is historically the engine of Canada's economy, but that may not be the case in the near term. Canadian real estate prices are moving sideways, and that's not good news. Canadian economy unable to create enough jobs for population growth. We had rapid population growth, and their BMO is saying that we are not able to create enough jobs for all of this growth. So we're seeing things talking about here, the job market, unemployment. This will likely cause unemployment to go up if BMO is correct in what exactly they're saying there. Because it's key to remember that when you read these articles, it's somebody giving their opinion, right? You have to read deeper and look at the numbers and understand the relationship between the numbers and give your own kind of thing. But if BMO is saying that, then you definitely want to pay attention. Canadian real estate prices are moving sideways, and that's not good news. For example, something like that. Why exactly is that not good news, right? And again, as you look at all these things, you look at why exactly is it the way it is, and what exactly are the opportunities and ways that you can help out and serve, so it is that you can create value for others. And in turn, you'll benefit yourself as it is that you go ahead and do what it is that you're doing. Ontario's economy to see worst non-recession growth since early 80s. Canadian renters now required to collect foreign landlords' taxes. Understand who exactly is a foreign landlord and what exactly are they talking about there with regards to withholding rent. So if you are a foreign landlord, then probably something to pay attention to, or if you're living in a home where you have a foreign landlord, right? And look up the definition of that. It's not just somebody who didn't live here and then came here. That's not what a foreign landlord is. Canadian capital gains change targets boomers more than the rich. Not something boomers like to see, but again, read the articles a bit more in depth as to understanding what exactly is going on there. And then there are other places you can go ahead and check the news, like Financial Post and more. But we're going to jump into our next section, which talks about cryptocurrency. So we're talking about addresses in cryptocurrency. What exactly is this? A place where cryptocurrency, and an address in cryptocurrency talks about a place where cryptocurrency can be sent to and from in the form of a string of letters and numbers. So we're talking about alphanumeric characters. Is that what alphanumeric is? Did I just use the wrong terminology live? Maybe. Well, let's see. If I did, then feel free to correct me. I think it's alphanumeric though. A crypto address is a unique string of characters that represents a wallet that can send and receive cryptocurrency. It is akin to a real-life address, email, or website. Every address is unique and denotes the location of a wallet on the blockchain. So if you're, for example, in Canada and you're sending e-transfer from one person to another, you'd maybe have the person's email address or phone number, and that's the address. That's the identifier for the person. In cryptocurrency, the equivalent is an address. So it may look something like BXN something, EC something, numbers, letters, something, right? And it depends on different things. And blockchain addresses are public, and you can utilize a blockchain explorer to see the transactions in and out of an address. You can also see the amount of assets that the address has The only exception is the privacy-based chain Monero. So, there are privacy coins where you're not able to see all that information there publicly. And then if you want to see example of cryptocurrency address, you can see some basic examples there. So all you need is somebody's address and you can see all the transactions that have been happening with regards to that wallet. So a simple Bitcoin address might look like this, right? And it's highlighted here in blue, 1LBCFR7SAHTD. Nobody's typing this stuff out. You frequently copy and paste this to avoid errors, because if you send it and it's the wrong address, there's what's called impermanent loss, right? And you may not be able to retrieve those funds. So that's what we're talking about there with addresses in cryptocurrency, depending on the blockchain, depending on, the type of cryptocurrency that you're looking to send. That's a whole different thing. Now, as it is that we're talking about what is going on in the market. So we're up. We are in green this week. Bitcoin is up 11%. Ethereum is up 24%. Solana is up 24%. Dogecoin is up 8%. So we see big winner there so far is Solana. Ethereum is up a whole 24%. That's not something that you see all the time over a 7-day period. Wow. Polkadot is up 13%. Chainlink is up 27%. The winner there now so far. Bitcoin Cash is up 16%. We're all in green. We're all in green, people. Uniswap is up 33%. Ethereum Classic is up 23%. Render is actually down 2%. Not too much change. Aptos is up 10%. Immutable X is up 13%. The Graph Protocol is up 20%. We're all in green. We're all in green, people. We're all in green. BitTensor up 13%. So most things are up in double digits, right? Here's a privacy coin we're talking about there a while ago, Monero. Phantom is up 34%. So let's scroll along. So all double digits over 7 days. Double digits over 7 days. Beam, of course, is up 31%. Classic meme coin behavior. You should see all the meme coins up at least 20% right now. 26% up is Ondo. Axie is up 14%. WorldCoin is down 10%. That thing where you scan your eyeball and stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google WorldCoin to learn more about it. Synthetics is up 20%. Pendle is up 54%. Whopping 54% Pendle. That's our biggest winner so far. Pendle is up 54%. We love to see it. So you see, you can make money anytime in crypto. You could have bought last week and you're suddenly in profits today, right? It's as simple as that. Not all the time, though. Not all the time. Right? Don't just go ahead and buy. Theta Fuel is up 16%. Pendle is our winner so far. Echelon Prime up 34%. What else? Down 61% is Not Coin. Not Coin is down 61%. But the fact that this starts 125 rank means that it made a significant amount of movement over the past 7 days. So, with that being the case, Superverse is up 21%. Golem is up 4%. Up 8% is Astar. Radium is up 24%. IoTex is up 11%. Celo is up 19%. OX Protocol is up 26%. Reserve Rights is up 58%. SSV is up 31%. Nice. So we're seeing a lot of double-digit returns, over the past 7 days. Just that coin at 125 is down 60-something%. So those are our biggest winner there so far was Pendle. And then there's Reserve Rights. Reserve Rights was up how much? So Pendle was up like 50-something%. And where is this? So what exactly are we seeing here in crypto? It's not sideways movement for sure. Reserve Rights is up 58%. That's what we saw. 54%. If we're looking at the Bitcoin price chart today, Bitcoin is up and it's at 69,700 now. You know, this is, yeah, basically the all-time high, literally. Basically the all-time high is where it is that we are at right now. So, if you bought a couple of weeks ago, but if you bought 7 days ago, you're up at least 10%, right? Which is great for you. So, with that being said, that's where it is that we'll pause again. A reminder of what this technology is capable of doing. These are some of the companies utilizing blockchain now. HSBC in banking and finance, Walmart in their supply chain, and we're looking at Coldwell Banker in real estate, travel. We're looking at Delta Airlines, Etihad Airways, DHL utilizing it in healthcare. So this is merely just educational stuff, right? If you want to participate in the markets, then you want to go ahead and take some kind of action, get education on that before. If you want real estate education, crypto education, I'm not the person that provides a whole course and everything, but I do know people who do that. So if you would like some education on that and guidance, then feel free to let us know. If you're already investing in the markets, great, and keep doing your thing. Remember your wife for doing whatever it is that you're doing. If you're just looking to making a little bit more money or park your money in a safe place, great. Keep doing that. Fantastic. So that's that for all right now. Multifamily conference happening this weekend. Get your tickets, go out there and interact with people, network, exchange contacts, and be around people who have the results that you are looking for, right? Mentorship is key. And there's power in proximity. So go ahead and learn from a lot of these people and go ahead and achieve your goals. So with that being said, I'm going to stop the recording and pause there for now. Peace and love, everybody. See you again next week. Let me stop the recording.